ready to go.
I suppose we're trying to find out where these gargoyles are coming from. How they keep doing all these attacks at Nangarth.
Also, if you happen to know, is Berenda with you?
Nope.
Have you seen elf? Do you know of an elf with that name?
No, there's a bugbear around here somewhere that I saw brought in, and an orc, but no elf. Sorry.
Did we explore everything? Are there more rooms that we are still missing?
Did we see where that gargoyle that took off? In what direction did it go?
Flew
Just
off
off
the
into
wall.
the skies?
Yeah, just to the south. Just it's a dip below a
Away.
valley. You lost sight of it. Just took off. Yep.
I mean, I see here another door, so maybe we can continue exploring. Can you stay here until we check all the rooms and we realize it? Once we see everything is safe, we will come back to the stronghold. Attend to the doors. Can they stay there for a moment, Marco?
Yep, they're happy to stay there for a moment. Yep, as you investigate the rest of the fort. Absolutely.
Okay, let's. I mean, you have true. There's another door here.
I don't know why there's a door there, Avgi. Just ignore this. This is looks like a mistake on
It's
the
not a
map.
door.
Okay.
not a door.
I will listen to this door, and if I don't hear anything, in question we both can try. We open the door.
Okay, around there. Okay, cool. Okay, someone make a perception check.
Guidance.
Okay.
So some guidance. So 13. Did you hear something? You hear some very weak coughing, as if someone is just maybe almost on death's door. Some very haggard breathing.
Okay, I will open the door. I don't know if I can. I tried to work it. Yeah, so I will open the door.
You see a dwarf, an orc, and a bugbear, and they're all barely conscious and coughing. And you smell a particularly strong smell of the lilac inside of this room.
God. I will go inside and release first the dwarf and ask him.
As you enter, the smell of lilacs is almost overwhelming. So you can make me a Constitution saving throw at advantage, please.
Uh, 27? No, 26.
Put your mask on and yep, they're not restrained. They're just utterly exhausted. And you know what this lilac bush done, and being in a position where the strong is so smelly, you're not surprised that they're not, reacting.
Okay,
I'll help carry them out.
Yeah, we drag them outside of the room.
If you can drag this guy out, okay, because he's right by the doorway. But if you want to drag another one,
Oh,
I'm going
yeah.
to have to ask a Constitution save from you because the smell is especially strong in this room. So Constitution saving throw, add advantage, and with the blessing, yep, no problem. Drag this.
And I drag
Uh,
the other one. Okay.
Adi, while you're in there, how about you set that place on fire and burn that bush up?
I definitely can do that.
And
I drag the.
If you drag the last one out, sure. Can you make me another
Yes.
Constitution saving throw, please?
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, Evie, that's the second one. No? Okay.
That's all of them.
Yep, you drag all of them out.
And we I do what the Christian suggested, which is put that place on fire using fireball.
Okay, so from a distance, obviously outside, you've seen a few fire bolts in, and the smell of lilac slowly fades away. Seems as if the room is relatively safe now.
I check around to see whether I see something else, but it seems to me like this is the whole confinement, no?
There was one door you guys haven't investigated, and that was the one over here by Adi. There we go. So Adi, you're checking out this one?
Yes, I do the same as before. I listen there.
The door's
it's open. I don't know why. I will close it like I didn't see anything.
No, it's
and I will
open.
listen.
It should be open.
Ah, it's open.
It is
Okay.
open.
Well, I check inside.
You check inside, and you see a dwarf there. Once again, barely. I think we're both trying to open the door, Adi. I'll let you open the door.
I get entrapped in the door. I gotta move.
Okay, let me. Oops.
I think
Get out
I
the way, Adi.
roll a one to cross that door.
There we go. So inside you see the.
Okay, I go inside.
Inside you see a dwarf, another dwarf. Once again, just completely and utterly exhausted. Doesn't even respond to you going in.
Okay, I check the room quickly, and if I don't see anything, I will just drag him.
A quick look around there. It appeared to be some type of. You can get access to the towers by going up the stairs at the side, but you check everything out and find nothing of note. And now that you've explored everything,
Okay. Then I will bring him. I will bring him outside.
That's what the whole map looks like. I really like the artwork for this. So there we go. All right, so you've got.
Are you okay?
No response.
Orion, can you check on this one? He's barely breathing.
Coming. And he's like
slowly.
a lot slower than normal. He's like an old man at this point in time.
True, yeah.
He's now visible his age since he's so long ago.
If you want to check him out, just make a medicine check at disadvantage.
Yeah.
I can drag you over to him. There we go.
I will guide it myself.
Sure. You smell the faint scent of lilac on his breath, and he's covered in fine spores. You know this is guys that come to the lilac poisoning, much like everybody else here. And you
Like
feel...
he's completely gone.
No, he's not completely gone. He's alive, but prolonged exposure to the lilac has not left him very healthy, and he's still unresponsive.
Wow. Perhaps I can do something. This might help a little bit with the poisoning. He's just had too much of this lilac smell. And I will cast on that one in particular, since he seems to be the worst out of. Is the other three like him, or are they just they're not as bad as this one?
All equally bad. The dwarves in the center chamber, they seem relative. Well, they're conscious at least.
Alright, I will cast Lesser Restoration on the one that I checked out, basically. Where is it at? There you are. Poosh.
Did. So I'm going to say he's at 4 levels of exhaustion. You bring him back to 3 with that. And he looks up to you, Orion, with weary eyes and says, You are not the gargoyles. Who are you?
My name is Orion. I come at the behest of the Redeemer.
Well, thank you, I guess, first of all. As you no doubt know, if you're here to help us, you know that the gargoyles would kidnap us. And there was some type of creature that could turn things into stone. I don't know who or what that was, but some sick joke. I'm not sure if the gargoyles would feed on the stone, but that would bring us here and turn folks into stone.
Well, I took care of that there stone creature. Don't worry about it.
One thing you'd noticed in Creation, though, apart from the gargoyles, there's no dwarves made from stone, for example. In fact, apart from the flying gargoyles, you don't see anything that resembles a statue.
Maybe not.
So who would do this, and why? Do the gargoyles follow a master, or do they do this because it's what they do?
There was one they referred to as I'm not sure who and what that was, but Solara. I heard that name mentioned. They spoke in a strange tongue, but they did seem to refer to one of them as Solara. I'm not sure if you got him or not, but he seemed to be the mastermind behind the whole thing.
It was one of the gargoyles, or was another creature?
Oh no, a gargoyle.
One flew away.
I cannot comment. Maybe it was Solara, maybe it was not.
I would go around and check the gargoyles to see whether there is anything characteristic on any of them.
Sure, make an
I
investigation
think they all
check.
turned to dust when we killed them, didn't they?
Oh, there was some flavour. There's bits and pieces of them. This one survived.
Okay.
There we go. So make an investigation check.
Guidance?
That's a 23 plus the 4. That's a 25.
You notice something very unusual on a gargoyle. Well, in your opinion, anyway. You know, the non-magical gargoyles are kind of creepy creatures put on top of buildings and stuff, on castles, and they're to ward off evil spirits or whatever. You know, something unusual about this one, and that it seems to have a beard, which would be very unusual.
I confine with in creation in a moment that the rest cannot hear me. In creation, I'm worried that the gargoyles are reproducing themselves through new people, dwarves, or at least one of them has a beard, like it was a dwarf before. At least one of them. Is only one that has the beard, or all of them?
The remains you find, about half of them, we'll say.
Okay. Maybe their disease, this exhaustion that they are providing, maybe makes someone a gargoyle?
Well, we could always camp out here overnight and see what happens to them dwarves you saved. They were eating raw meat.
Hmm. Better be safe. Okay, I tell the others we should stay here tonight and leave tomorrow. Let's prep a room for the injured dwarves and the others, and us wait outside, protecting the area. I try to make it look like it's basically we are protecting them more than we are protecting ourselves from them. At least that they are not getting too scared.
Sure. So bring all the dwarves, the bugbears, the half orcs into this central chamber. They look obviously exhausted. They're keen to return home. But you set up camp for the night.
We feed them, water them, and I will talk with Orion. Can you keep an eye on them? I'm worried that they may turn into gargoyles. I don't know whether there will be any signs or not, and whether this is even possible. Maybe yes.
Perhaps the ones that were farther along are more at danger.
I would imagine, yes.
I'll go ahead and use 2 more lesser restorations on the one on the bugbear and one on another dwarf. And I will harness divine power as well to get back another 2nd level to also do it to the other one. So everybody has been kind of brought out of the stupor.
Sure, they're all conscious and talking, but yeah, gonna need a lot of bed rest in your opinion. Maybe 2 long rests might.
Okay. Well, we do 1 at least for them to recover or convert. We will see. Yeah. So we keep an eye in case or worse suspicious become reality.
Okay. Adi, roll me a d20, please.
A 1, a really good one or a really bad one.
1's good, 20's bad. This is for random encounters.
Mm-hmm.
But 1 means nothing happens, so feel free to get in a long rest. Remove a level of exhaustion if you have one. I have 3 anyway. And you keep an eye on them, maybe taking shifts with someone else, Orion. They look better in the morning and they have not turned to gargoyles.
They're slightly improving. Perhaps we got here just in the nick of time. Had it been longer, these individuals that were close to being completely, or at least they were completely under the cover of the lilac, probably were the next to turn if they were turning them into gargoyles.
Well, I'm glad that at least this is solved. I'm worried that 1 escaped, but hopefully it cannot really make much of a problem. Ifki, before we leave, did you check whether in this area beyond the stronghold can we detect the magical object?
Detect magic?
Yeah. The torque detection. I think we detected it within 1 hex range. Yeah.
Yeah, it was to the north. Well, we didn't detect anything in the town, but when we got here, it went off.
Yeah.
So let's just drink.
Shall we go there, or shall we first return into the stronghold?
Oh yeah.
It's somewhere up here.
Yeah.
Because when we were in the town of Nangrath, it didn't ping at all.
This I remember that it didn't. So, but what do you want to do? Should we go back to the town and then? Well, I think we have to do that anyway. to return the people, and if the Lord help us, good. Otherwise, we can just follow our Torque. No?
Yeah, I think
s-
these
I
people
s-
are. Yes, all right.
Probably perhaps need to get them back. Being out in the elements, especially in this weather, it kind of looks over to the rain and stuff like that. For any time, a prolonged time, I don't know how it would have any adverse effects on their condition.
Okay, let's go to the town first, and then we will decide depending on which feedback we get.
Not to mention, it would show a sign of good faith to the leader of Nangrath that we are
Mhm.
who we say we are.
And we don't know what's to the north. We haven't heard of any notable settlements or places in those locations, so perhaps the Lord knows more of what could be in those areas.
The northern part of Eglarion is kind of closed in by the Vrodan Mountains and the Shandar Mountains, so very inhospitable. But
Yeah, so not. Yeah.
And that blue streak, it's in one of those things that I put on, one of those 3 squares.
Yeah. We'll see if he knows something.
The dwarves are keen to return to Nangrath. Perhaps we could get going. We're going to be slow. It's going to take us a while to return to Nangrath. But the sooner we go, the sooner we can find our families and let them know we're okay. So could we go?
Yeah, we're all traveling at a very slow pace, P.S. At least Orion is. He's traveling about the same pace as they are.
Orion
Yeah.
and Vander.
Yep, just stumbling along. So you leave Fort Blackwell with these dwarves and the orc and the bugbear. Sorry, I have some keys that my wife needs, so let me return these. So we'll take a short break. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll be right back. right. So heading south at a very slow pace. I'm going to have someone roll another D15 for me. Let's see. And Cracion wanted to roll me a D15, sorry, a D20.
Oh, that's a,
820. All right,
that's
here
a
we
new
go.
one.
I don't know if that's good or not. That's a 17.
Give me a D100.
That I will roll 97. Adult black dragon incoming.
Glad we got a bunch of dwarves now. Cannon fodder.
Cannon fodder.
722. And you rolled a 97.
Yep, 97. I don't like that. He said,
As you're traveling south, Orion, you're far too exhausted to notice anything. So we'll go with,
Very wet outside.
well, it's typically bleak as the thunder and the rain and all those things. But on the mud, on the side of the road, you notice a dwarf. The dwarf is not alive because you shouldn't have your face down in a puddle for this amount of time. But there's a dead dwarf on the side of the road.
hey, any of you know him?
They all take a cursory look at the dwarf, and they, I don't know. It kind of looks familiar. I can assume it's from Nangrath. None of us know him personally, though. Looks familiar.
He's with the Redeemer now. Could we take him with us? He deserves a burial, with respect.
The least we can do for him. I agree.
He's gonna go over and he's gonna stop before going over, and he's going to look in different directions to see if this is some sort of
Sure.
ambush or trap.
Sure, make a perception check.
Nah. He's gonna pick up the dwarf.
You do pick up the dwarf, and as you kind of turn him over to pick him up, you notice he's grasping the statue of a black unicorn. Not just a miniature statue, not a full-size unicorn. It's a black unicorn, looks like it's made from onyx, something like that.
Hey, Adai, or Orion,
Mm-hmm.
come over here. Check this thing out. It's a
I will
small
approach it.
statue. Is it?
Wow.
Is any symbol known in the land?
I'll say this. When you were in Gorso, there was a unicorn there. I don't want to say any more, like an actual unicorn. That's the most recent thing that you remember seeing, an actual unicorn. It's like a rare thing to see. So it was unusual that you saw a unicorn in Gorso. They're very rare creatures.
Strange. Might be a symbol related to the Gorso house. Do you want to take it just in case belongs to someone?
Yeah. This isn't like a magical thing. What did this dwarf die of? Just collapsed here and perished?
I can give you a towel. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Nothing unusual. The unicorn, the black unicorn, is unmagical.
Doesn't seem to be anything magical about it.
Okay, seems safe. I was gonna pick up the statue and carry the dwarf.
Okay. So, eventually, after a very long day, not the least of which is dragging along these exhausted dwarfs, you make it back to the village of Nangarth. Nangarth. You enter in through the northern gate. The dwarves, they thank you kindly, strangers, and we'll go find our family now. Surely if you talk to the Lord Nangrath, he will reward you greatly for your efforts.
Can we have your names at least? That way we have some proof. I don't think he's just going to be like, oh yeah, well, name them.
They give you their names. They dissipated
Just
their
remember,
pictures.
it's the Redeemer that sent us your way that you have to thank for that.
Persuasion check.
Yeah.
Religious
Guidance?
proselytation.
Absolutely.
All right, let me get one more in there. Is that disadvantage?
Oh, yes. There we go.
All right, then the D4. 16.
Of the 10 or so creatures that you bring back to Nangrath, they're all very appreciative and they all mumble platitudes about thanking the Redeemer. You can tell their hearts aren't really in it though. But one dwarf says, what can you tell me about this the Redeemer? If he sent you, I'm curious.
The Redeemer sees the plight of the land and is displeased to see the pain, the suffering that has befallen the land. It is time now more than ever for us together. Stand as one and shine the light of the Redeemer once again to purge this land of all the unsanctity that it has now been found itself in. The Redeemer will fight for us, but only if we are united.
Gotta say, I'm keen to learn more about it. Maybe we could sit down and you could teach me more of the teachings of the Redeemer. But there's this one thought that's in the back of my mind, in that not that long ago, in the age of the shining light, those worshipping the Redeemer were a blight upon the land. They quashed all other religions. They persecuted, they killed people for performing heresy. Is that why I'm buying into now?
No. They perversed the teaching of the Redeemer. The Redeemer would not have stood for that. Therefore, the Redeemer allowed what I have recently learned for the new age to come, this age of kings, so to speak. So, the Redeemer allowed the ones that used his name in perverse nature to find themselves in a precarious situation and to be overthrown. He withdrew his power from them and now seeks to reclaim, perhaps maybe as true to his name. The Redeemer has now become the redeemed.
Gotta ask the question though. There's two parts of it here. Is your God powerful?
Aye, you have seen great things from my healing already. Imagine if he bestowed upon the land and the other ones to part of his power, what we can do as one united force. You see that one over there, he points to Avki, has brought him now from a precarious situation from himself. But now look at him, strong, fit, of sound mind. He serves the Redeemer now, and you saw what he could do back at a fort where we all were captured.
Look, they are. So your God is powerful, and you said things were done in a perverse healing, perverse version of himself, and people did things that your God found perverse. If your God is so powerful, why didn't he stop it?
Aye. That would be tapping into the idea of stepping in out of line. Perhaps the reason why he ended up doing something about it was to remove his power from them. That is the way that gods can interact. But I promise that if you can learn together, discuss, and not be blinded by your own selfish ambitions, like the ones that falsely wielded the name of the Redeemer, that purged this land back into, how you say, desanctification. Maybe now we can more than ever can learn from the mistakes from the past and be truly redeemed, living in the full power of the Redeemer.
I admit I'm still a bit confused. I have much to learn. Will you teach me?
I shall teach you all that I know, and more, as soon as the more light gets passed. If we can unite all of the city under the same banner, even if they don't necessarily follow the Redeemer, if they want to fight for the light that the Redeemer has, I am sure that the Redeemer will shine his light on Nangrath and all the rest of Algeria.
All right. And he takes you aside and welcomes you into his home after the next bit, we'll say. But he's keen to learn. While Orion is off evangelizing, I guess, what did the rest of you guys do?
Avgi is gonna return the body of the dead dwarf to whatever temple they have to, well, yeah, for religious funeral rites. And I guess he's gonna ask whichever priest or priestess is there about this thing he held in his hand, the little figure of the black unicorn.
Let's have a look at that. And they take the black unicorn and say, "Oh, I think you find quite a treasure there. I do not know of any religious significance with the unicorn. And a lot of people say the mythical creatures that you're lucky to see. As far as religious symbolism, I'm afraid all you found is something worth a few coin to the right buyer. At a guess, I'd say we could get 100 gold pieces for that."
I know some who might need this. It seems a waste to bury it with them. But if that's your customs, I suppose. Does he have any family here in Nangrath? I heard he was. Some people knew him, but
Bit of a loner, no family.
I guess I'll see if some people in need might have a use for a little treasure to sell.
But there is Lucy's family.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. So you head over to Lucy's?
Yeah, I'm gonna head over and spend some time with her and her adopted family and
Sure.
give them this black unicorn figure and tell them it's in case of monetary issues they can sell this to pay for some stuff.
So Lucy was miserable until she saw you, Evgie, and she was happy and sad once again when you left. And the parents kind of say, like, you know, she's having a difficult time adjusting. Which is
That's expected.
As expected.
Yeah. Gonna spend some time there and try to cheer her up and before I join the others, I think.
Sure.
Oh god, no.
All right. Oh, sorry. The unicorn is cursed, and this is how the family dies. Oh, that would be tragic. We all remember Jasper Gorso. What happened to Jasper Gorso? That's got a great record with kids.
Yeah.
All right. So spent time with Lucy. Spent some time evangelizing. What about Incration and Adai?
I don't remember if these people have like some good crafts that we can buy or anything like that. I mean, I maybe have bias or preconceptions, but these are dwarves. So, do they have like good shops of any materials or any
Mundane stuff. Primarily, they're a mining town, so there's pickaxes are made from the blacksmith, but
Okay.
nothing magical.
So then I will just wait outside of. I will just rest a bit, and then as soon as everybody's ready, go to the stronghold to talk with the Lord.
Sure. And Incration?
He'll already be at the stronghold talking to the Lord.
Okay. So the Lord is there when you all gather together. Zar, I've heard you rescued many of my people from Fort Blackbell. I apologize if I've misjudged you, but these are dark times. We've had families turn against families from this blessed weather. So I apologize for my demeanor before, but I do thank you. I misjudged you. And it's important for the Lord to admit when he was wrong. It seems I was wrong about you.
Well, thank you. I guess your hostility is merited in these times. As a more of a token of a thank you, were you holding any information out on us? Did you actually possibly know of this torque we speak of?
I do know this talk. It is in possession of my son, Lord Oddrick. Oddrick, yes.
Now, frankly, let me just be blunt with you. Is it more so in possession of your son, or is your son possessed by it?
Oh, no. It's I gave it to him to protect him. It's an item of some significance. Yeah, no. It was a curse. Well, if it was a cursed item, I wouldn't have given to him. I used to wear it on my own wrist. So he is in possession of it, not the other way around.
Well, we kind of need to borrow it if we're going to purge this land of this there curse. We kind of need all 6 of them to bring back the arcane tower.
I do not know what you're talking about, but I think the talk would be a suitable reward. There is, however, a catch. It's quite a big catch.
There always is in the game of chance.
If you remembered, our city is besieged twice. Once during the day, and once during the night. I pray that this gargoyle problem has been solved and we won't be attacked anymore. But we still have problems at night with creatures of dark ancient power, it seems. They take our citizens. The strange thing is, though, like when the gargoyles took them, people would kick and scream and holler out. And would find the person missing, investigate their house. And there's a sign of a minor struggle, but, if I was being kidnapped, I'd be kicking up a storm. So I'm not sure how they're taking them, but taking them they are. And I know you were asking around town before about an elf. An elf has been taken by them.
The, Berinda?
Esperinda.
Is there any particular part of town that they abduct from in the middle of the night, or is it all random?
Oh, random. We did send some scouts to try and track them down. We don't know, but we suspect they've been taken to an old mine we used to work, long since abandoned. And go to the north here. There's an ancient mine site called Darkstone. They're anywhere, they're there.
Oh, I'll look to Avgi, and then I'll look back.
Yeah.
So, funny thing, you said your son has that torque, and we have magical means, and something pinged in that direction, possibly. Has your son been taken?
Yes. There was, much to my displeasure, he fell in love with a noble from Ronald, and their love affair has caused great problems between the houses. But him and his boyfriend, I guess we can call him boyfriend now, his boyfriend got kidnapped, this Ronald lad, and taken, and my son went to save him, but they have not returned. I worry about my son, but I guess where the talk is, that is a good deduction about where my son could be. And while this
I'll look back.
While this is I think traditionally held by Namgrat, if you rescue my son, you've already rescued us from the gargoyles, then I have no problem with the talk being handed over to you.
Look toward the group. Well, looks like we're going to a mine.
Yes. Should we set out now, or you guys feeling okay for the journey?
I'm a bit still tired. However, if time may not be on our side, if we need to go, I will understand. The Redeemer will keep me up.
All right.
I die, and yeah, you. I suppose we should make haste for it then.
Still there, Edi?
Yeah, sorry.
Sure. Okay. All right. So it sounds like you're heading off to Darkstone.
Yes.
So those Orion. If you leave now, you'll have 1 point of exhaustion. You're okay with that?
Yep.
Okay. So, the dwarves that you saved and the bugbear and the other guy, the half orc, they send you on your way. They wish you good luck. And given directions, you start along the path to Fort Blackbell before finding a much smaller path heading off to the Darkstone's cavern. And as you head kind of into the Vorden Mountains, things get quite steeper. And still feeling a little exhausted, Orion. Kracian spots it before you do. You notice the toes of a boot sticking out from under the boulder on the side of a mountain pass. Seems as if someone is underneath this stone.
What? Well, stop! Watch out, everybody! Falling rocks, and I'll point to the rock with the shoes poking out from underneath it, trying to make a joke out of a bad situation. Looks like nor the Redeemer nor Lady Luck was on his side or their side.
Let's be careful.
Is there
Do we need to check to make sure that it is not someone that of great importance, like perhaps the Lord's son?
Oh, I suppose we can check that. Yeah.
The immediate problem is under a rather large rock.
Avgi is gonna move it.
Make me an athletics check, Avgi.
guidance?
Even without the guidance, Avgi, you put your back into it and roll this 450-pound rock off the corpse. And it's a young dwarf. The clothes are of exceptional quality, like noble type quality. His armor is of excellent quality as well, and it features the crest of Nangrath on his armor with the initials YN on it.
Oh no.
Is that the sun?
That's a possibility. The last initial is an N, that is possibly for Nangrath.
Well, I'll just be blunt. Check him for a torque.
Okay, Amek.
Avgi is gonna say short prayer to the Redeemer and search for a torque on his arm.
Make an investigation check.
Guidance.
No torque, but a couple of things you do notice, Avgi, is number one, the dwarf is exceptionally pale. You notice, like other dwarves, good healthy color to their face. This one is very pale. And the other thing you discover is 2 small bite marks on the dwarf's neck.
I'm gonna immediately look at Vander, even though Vander's not here.
And just throws his hands up.
Can I check to see what those bite marks could be?
Sure. Make me a medicine check first, which we'll start there. Oh,
That's
yeah,
a
okay.
9.
9, not necessarily a failure, but in this case it is a failure. And you're trying to, you're trying to work out what type of creature would do this, is that?
I guess, yeah.
I guess make me a history check. What is it, Josh? I'm asking Josh, not Orion.
Well, I don't know if a 5 would actually hit home because I'm still at disadvantage.
I'm just looking at the 17.
I know exactly what it is, but I don't think Orion still does.
Orion's pretty beat up. Yep, so, yeah. That's it. I was
I'm
looking
still
at the
tired.
17.
What's
He's
going on
just been
there?
bit.
Does he have the torque?
No torque.
No.
So, what do you think happened, Orion?
He was bit by something with sharp teeth. That's all I can probably deduce from the situation.
Didn't the Lord Adembar say that the dark creatures in the night were taking them?
And to a degree that they didn't hear them being taken, which was the strange part.
Can I deduce the origin of the marks, Malcolm?
Make a history check.
Really?
Not ringing any bells for you either.
Okay. I think we should keep the information about the body. We cannot carry it, but we should. I take I don't know, maybe one the cape I have or something. I mean, we can store the body somewhere safe, so that when we are going back, we can bring it back to Nagra.
I can carry him with us to the mouth of the mine, and we can hide him outside. And
okay, that will be fine. Yes. We should give proof of his son, and probably he wants to bury him in the family chambers.
Okay. So
if we can wait.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, do I have a spell already prepared? I don't think I do. Do I? Don't know if that's one.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just trying to think. Orion was basically saying, if you wait maybe another day, I know something that could at least preserve the body until we return.
Point of order. I don't know much about creatures, but with that bite in its neck, maybe we put the rock back on him so he stays put just in case.
we can't keep crushing his body, desecrating the corpse. But we can hide it behind some bushes and stuff.
All right. If it comes back to literally bites you in the ass, don't say I didn't tell you so.
Okay, I'll accept the responsibility.
Following the directions of Lord Nangrath, and so you put him behind some bushes, Evki?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Now, you approach the doors of what can only be the mine. They look very solid and very locked. And it's kind of, you have to go underground in order to get to the things. So like it's an underground mine, obviously. Adai, there's no Lord Torches here. You're the only one, I think, who doesn't have dark vision. How are you going to see Adai?
I have an important magical effect, which is I put fire on my torch.
So,
actually, I think I have Orion. I think he used the spell light before, but I don't know whether this is a permanent spell or it's just a temporal thing.
Oh, I can light up
I can
your
cast it. I
torch.
cast it at any point in time.
Yeah, I think you casted one, and this is a permanent thing, no?
Well,
It can be until you put it
practically.
out.
Yeah. Last
Okay, well, I
alive.
use then instead of fire, their light.
Okay, just adjust your token slightly. No, I don't have night vision.
That's a good reminder that maybe I should take the dark vision spell.
Okay, so under the torchlight, you descend down, the light, and you eventually come to these very, very large doors. So, door is not quite the right word. Gate is a better word. They're like 25 foot wide, 20 foot high, and then this is the only way ahead.
I'm the only one. I only see the general map from the
Haven't done this yet.
Glarian.
There we go. So you guys are down here, and you see the
Thank you.
double gate in front of you.
Okay, so I will propose to do the trick that we were doing before, of like hearing and moving forward, and I'm going to cast before getting inside protection from evil to Evie.
So disadvantage. Yeah, Evgi.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, my main fear always going to battle is that someone will dominate Evgi and he will kill all of us. So that's kind of
A valid fear.
Can't be charmed, frightened, and disadvantage for aberrations, celestials, and so on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Want me to try to push in these doors?
Guidance. May Lady Luck be with you.
Just gonna put this back into it. I want an athletics check, Malcolm.
So, sorry, I didn't say so. Yes, athletics check, please. Guidance.
Yoo-hoo.
Somehow, the DC was 25. So you put your back into it and swing open the gate. The first thing that grabs your attention are these two bodies of some poor souls right in front of the entrance there. They're very obviously dead, and they've been impaled on some stalagmites on the ground.
Abigail's gonna equip his Fordani Rippers as an action and move forward carefully.
careful. Keep an eye. Yeah, so I'm sure to bring a coastal that he's flying around me, just in case I miss something.
As you enter with your torchlight blaring, several bats kind of flap their wings and screech a little bit and fly to a different part of the cave. You're standing out like a sore thumb, Adai.
Don't do much about it. But I move a little bit back of the group.
Oops. Okay, so hanging back a little bit.
Yeah.
Is this kind of like a ramp going up to a door up here?
This.
Is it just me, or does this vaguely kind of remind you of being in that ziggurat?
It does. Indeed. You want to check?
Go listen at the door.
Guidance.
listen.
Sure.
Oh, almost good.
Get your D4, 16. In your opinion, there is nothing moving inside of this. Behind the door.
Yeah, he's gonna open it.
Sorry, just a sec.
Oh,
Um,
ballista to the face.
yeah. Oh, a ballista, but not to your face. So that's what you're worried about.
Good.
So you have to rise a little bit above it, and you kind of come up via this trap door over here, Avgi, to get a good look at this thing. But seems to be some type of ballista.
Is it pointed like down here at the entrance, like these doors?
Yes, it is. It's the direction it is pointed.
Interesting. Hey, Avgi, why would they need to ballista to guide the entrance to a mine? Just a mine, right?
Yeah. Or intruders, or invaders, or something, perhaps. Aviki's gonna check if this ballista is. No. I'm not sure how this thing works, but can maybe one of you brainy types figure out if this thing has been moved recently or something like that?
I can check that this is.
Smack you with a guidance as you go up there.
Do you want me to roll or?
So what are you checking? Sorry, you're checking.
I would check whether this machine has been in use recently.
Oh, sure. Yeah, make an investigation check.
That's 20 plus the D4. So 23.
Well, first of all, it's functional. You could use it. Secondly, in your opinion, the 23 hasn't been used for 6-7 months. Hasn't been fired.
Yeah. Well, we can use it for fun, but at the moment it's not our problem. Has not been used in several months.
That's
Yeah,
good.
is it loaded?
Yes, it is.
I think, yes.
Maybe we should unload it just in case it doesn't randomly go off when we're trying to exit.
Okay,
Easy
I
enough
will
to do.
unload it.
And from your vantage point up there, Avi, you can tell over here is a similar ballista.
Let's see.
Here. All them
Yeah.
tower structure.
Yes. That's gonna go down and rejoin the others.
Sure.
He's gonna move forward carefully and listen for movements, especially at the other ballista.
Okay. So make your perception check at the other ballista. Okay, just a sec. 19. Okay. So, sorry, Avgi, you're listening at which door?
Oh, for movement at the other ballista.
You listen and you hear nothing.
He's gonna give a motion with his hand to signal it's safe to move forward, and yeah. It's gonna point to these doors and nod for Incration to check them out as well.
I will listen to this door here with guidance on me. 21 and the D4. 25.
You do hear something. You hear what is that, a 25? You hear some slight clinking of some type of armor on the other side. It seems they're wanting to... They're just waiting by the side of the door, being as quiet as they can. There's something waiting for you on the other side of the door, and you get the impression that they are waiting for you.
I'll back up to here, and I'll kind of do hand signals like, in there.
Okay, we prepare for battle.
Prep a card to throw.
I'm not gonna cast anything.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Bless.
Go.
I'm going to motion for the others to, or I'm going to open the door and
I'm casting that second level, hit all 4 of us.
Everybody's blessed. Where's Adi down there with this torch? Okay, cool.
And I'm going to motion for Ryan to stay clear of the door in case something shoots a lot of stuff out. And then I'm going to open the door. Like, lean over and pull it open, and yeah.
See the door down there, Evgi.
Yeah.
Okay, you swing anything.
I'm sorry, you froze there, Malcolm. So what happened when the door was open?
First of all, Evgi, you need to be more down there to open the door. You swing open the door, or your prepared actions ready to attack. You don't see anything.
It's a false alarm. It's going to enter.
Now we can roll for initiative.
I think already heard the bless.
Oh, we'll say the bless is already done. 2 nasty-looking creatures come out of invisibility. There we go.
13 for Avgi.
13 for Evki. 13 for Evki, and we'll roll for these guys.
Playing art, interesting. Let's get
Never
organized
good
here.
when they have a name. So, as you open the door, Evgi, these 2 mostly resembling Durgar, they come out of invisibility, and they say, "Oh, you have come to the wrong place. You're not welcome here. We'll feast on your corpse before this day is out." And so they're going to attack you both at advantage as they're coming out of invisibility. First of all, the guy with a name. He is going to... First of all, we'll do the simple ones. It swings at you with its war pick, Avgi. So at advantage, the guy rolls a 22 and...
If they're undead, he has protection from good and evil, so wouldn't it be a straight roll?
We'll put it this way. The second one was a natural 20. And check out that natural 20 roll at disadvantage.
Oh my god.
So you're right, at disadvantage.
Oh,
one
wow.
of them... it's the reverse thing from Dragonlance, right?
Yeah.
All right. So the first one at disadvantage is a 21, and the second one is a natural 20. So you're not raging yet, so that's a total of 28 points of damage as he just hacks into you. And then For a third attack, he's going to launch at your throat. Going to try and bite you in the throat. This is a disadvantage. Ooh, disadvantage, it's a 15 Avgi. I think that the protection would have, otherwise it would have been a 25. Regardless, the other one to the north, he's going to try and claw you first. And at disadvantage, it's a 15, so you dodge that as well, parry that off. But then this one goes to your throat as well, just launches straight for your throat. And at disadvantage, he rolls a 22. So after this initial flurry, says, "Get out of here, you're not welcome here, you dart fool." And yep, so that was, net effect was 28 points of damage. 28 points of damage.
Yeah.
And in Cretion, you see these creatures appear. What do you do? Come out of invisibility.
Yeah. I guess that I'm only seeing this guy. I don't really see the guy on the other side of this wall.
Sure.
So, steady aim card.
Okay.
27?
Just one sec. Yeah, yep, that hits.
Okay. Oh, and 28 damage back to it.
As the card cups into me, says, "Creatures of the night, come and defend me."
Incoming!
And
That's my turn. That's a bonus and action.
And all the creatures on the roof, they start descending. There's a whole bunch of them, in fact. I'm going to say on this particular turn, they're just getting ready to respond to their master's command. But you see numerous of bats, and you can swear one of the bats looks almost demonic. But we'll get there once these turns. The creatures will act on the next round. Okay, Cretion, a mighty big hit. Klingart, you get that one. And he swings around to this this side of Avgi. I'm going to be attacking at disadvantage again. This guy. First with his war pick. Rolls a 21 at disadvantage. And then an 11 at disadvantage. So one war pick hits you for 6 points of damage, Avgi. And then he launches at your throat at disadvantage. Rolls a 13. Seems protection from evil was an excellent idea.
Cool.
So just one hit from the war pick. And Klingart says, I'll get him. And he purposely goes past you, Avgi. You can have attack of opportunity if you want.
Yeah. See.
17, despite him wearing some... yeah, that gets through his armor. Klingart, yep.
So 11 damage.
11 damage, got it. This from the power of the Creator, the greatest forger of all time. Guide my strikes. And he does, gets quite bigger as he looms over top of you in Creation and says, alright, time to take out.
Is this a spell?
No, not a spell.
Okay. It's just a dark dwarf. Okay.
Yep. And he comes at you with his war pick. The war pick has also gotten significantly larger as well. And he brings it down hard at you. Oh, and he misses with a 13. But then he... gonna try and bite you. Not necessarily in the neck. He just grabs one of your arm and attempts to sink your teeth into you. Oh, man. The 9. So 2 misses. Klingart isn't doing so well. So he misses twice. Adai. Standing out like a sore thumb with your light.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my bonus action to use my shield because I think I'm gonna need it. And I'm going to use my action to point towards the huge dwarf, and sparks start coming from my eyes and head, and he gets a psionic lance.
Okay, so intelligence saving throw.
Rolling a lot of ones.
That was a 16. 16 does
Yeah.
pass. So that's
Yeah,
11
so
damage.
he gets 11 damage and no secondary effect.
Okay. Still be good.
And that's my
die. You'll hear a
turn.
rhyme
I
color
move maybe 5 feet here in case. So I actually want to attract the
Die.
creatures to me. That's my turn.
Can
And
Orion
can you
light yell
put
out to die?
please Coastal on on initiative 6?
Yeah, I got that. And
It's
sorry,
already there. Yeah.
what are you saying, Josh?
I would yell out to die. Come back this way or die. I have a plan.
Okay, then I move into the direction. You are up, no? Yeah. So then I move there.
Okay, so Adai, yep, Psychic Lance didn't quite hit as well as you'd hoped. Avgi.
Yeah,
So move
let's
here.
see. He's gonna bonus action rage,
Yes.
and he's going to move. Oh, he's a bit surrounded. He's gonna ignore that one, and he's gonna go for Klengarth. So an attack of opportunity, I suppose.
It's going to try and bite you on the back of the neck as you walk past. Which, no, actually. I'm going to swing with your Warpick, his Warpick. And at disadvantage, he rolls a 19, so I think that'll hit. So you're going to slash across your back for 10 points of piercing damage, reduced to 5.
Yeah. He's gonna just jam his. I'll just flavor it as that is not doing damage, but he's going to try to grapple Klengarth with his one Vordani Ripper, sort of stabbing him in the leg, I suppose. But yeah, grappling him.
Your rolls a 14. You have advantage. Do you have advantage on grapple for raging?
Since it's a strength check, yeah.
Oh, regardless, you managed to pin him down somehow with the Vordani Rippers, and he is grappled.
He is grappled, okay. And since he's large, I can push one creature. Yes, I'm going to do my other attack. I'm going to actually try to flip him over, to flip him prone.
Okay, let's make another strength check for him. He rolls a natural 20 for a 24. If you beat my natural
That's
20, I'll be
bad.
annoyed. Okay, so you flip him on his back and he lands with a thump. Get off me.
No. Get him! And that's his turn.
Okay. A door opens to the north of you, Orion.
Okay.
And a creature rushes out from invisibility, but I'll just put him now because he's going to become visible as he attacks you. Another one of these creatures. In fact, he would have done this beforehand. So he's a large creature comes out of invisibility. His first attack is going to be advantage with his... No, he's going to try and grapple you to the ground. So, rolls a 19.
Alright. Acrobatics or athletics?
Your choice. Ooh, so he flips you, knocks you prone. No, just grapple, He's got a firm grip on you. You can't move. So you're not on the ground, you're just grappled. And for his second attack... Yeah. So I'm glad the bites miss because they technically need to grapple you before they can bite you. But he holds you close and then goes for your throat with a bite attack. This one not at advantage. Rolling a 25?
That hits.
25 must it. Okay, so first of all, take 6 points of damage. It's a terrible roll. And those are maximum hit points as well. So your maximum goes down by 6.
Ah, okay.
So he sinks his teeth right into your arm, and you feel the blood sucking the life force out of you. And he will go there. Okay, Orion is this huge dwarven vampire thing. Has got hold on you and is slowly sucking the blood out of your body. What do you do?
You will regret that decision. And I will cast at 5th level Spirit Guardians.
Nice.
Well, two things. First of all, can you make me a Constitution check to maintain Bless? Well, mind you, Bless is going to go down anyway if you do that.
Well, Bless is going down anyway.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
And you're casting Spirit Guardians at 5th level. Wow. So everybody is unblessed. All right. So what do your Spirit Guardians look like, Orion?
Uniquely enough, this is the second time, but most of them did not see the first time around, other than Kracion. The Guardians are draconic warriors.
Ooh. Okay, so they start swarming around you. These draconic warriors, and of course nothing actually happens yet, but we'll get to that when it's their turn, if they start their turn inside of your aura. Okay, fantastic. Yep.
Bonus action. I should have done this first, technically, but that's okay. I'll do it this way because we probably are going to need the extra. I'm going to go ahead and bonus action starry form, dragon form.
Cool. So
As the stars on the shield starts aligning and it shows the visage of a dragon.
Nice. What does dragon form do again?
Basically, any roll under 10 for my con saves now becomes a 10.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool.
A good way to maintain concentration, in other words. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, technically you're not going anywhere, so that will be your turn because you're grappled. Coastal.
Okay, Ghostal is going to use the help action against this young dwarf with name.
Okay, so fly over and get up in his face. Nice.
Yes.
And Kracion, this guy's bearing down upon you. What do you do?
No, he's on his back.
Oh, he's on his back. That's true.
Yeah.
So I will take a slash at him with the card for a 27.
27 hits.
$23 total damage.
Ooh, nasty.
And all right, I will disengage over him to here
Okay, cool.
as my bonus, and that will be it.
So kinda...
There you go. There's the script of what it does.
Okay, cool. So you're rolling at least a 10. Okay, very smart. Okay. See here, he's right on the edge of Spirit Guardians, but not much in it. Tell you what, on a 5 or a 6, he's in it. He's just outside of reach of the Guardians. And did you attack recklessly, Avgi? Oh, you just tripped people
no,
up.
I didn't.
No, you didn't. No, you
Yeah.
didn't. You notice, Evgi, that some of the wounds on this main guy is
Cheater.
He's going to do the same thing the other guys do. Now he's going to try and pin you down. He gets advantage as well for his large form. He rolls a 27. That's against you, Evgi. He's trying to throw you down.
Nah.
Goes back to his war picks. A 16. A 20. Oh, that's a disadvantage. That'd be a 10 and a 19.
19 hits.
19 must hit. So 20 points of piercing damage. He comes down with his massive war puck, reduced to 10 because of your rage. And Klingart needs to make a wisdom saving throw, I believe.
Yep.
He rolls a 6. Let's roll all
That's
that.
going to be a failure.
5th level damage.
Ooh.
23 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Klingart doesn't like that. Wants to get out of here. Oh, what's his reach when he's large? He's going to go for it with his massive form and his massive Vorpic in his hand. He just reaches over and tries to smash you, Orion.
Is it disadvantage because he's still on the prone?
It is. That's a 13. And he desperately swings out for a second time for a 12. It seems this combo is coming up trumps. Adai.
Okay, I'm going to use first. I'm gonna attack him. Booming Blade. That's 25 to hit, and he gets 14 points of damage.
Which one? The one on the ground?
To our friend Klingart.
I'll roll again because he is prone, so you have advantage.
Okay, sorry. We just roll a 20 directly. No, it's not much different. No.
Okay,
so he gets 14 points of damage. And I'm gonna use. So that was a booming blade, and I'm gonna use another booming blade with meta magic.
Okay, on the same guy, sure.
Yes. So that's a 20 to hit. Sorry, I forgot to roll advantage, but it's not a critical. So yeah, so he gets another 10 points of damage, and if he moves, he gets the booming blade damage. Okay.
It's not moving ever again.
And the one I'm moving is myself, so I'm here. Can he attack me from where I am now? This
guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, there's. Yeah.
So then I will move here and here, which is still on range, so I don't get the opportunity attack, and that's my turn.
Okay, nice. Yeah, so a good massive hit on the one that Avgi held down, and he kind of shakes for a little bit, and the booming blade goes off, and his brain explodes. Now, Avgi, you're up.
Yeah. I'm gonna step away from the guy behind there. Another opportunity attack.
Sure. Don't mind if I do. War pick. Massive war pick. He rolls a natural 20, which turns into an 18 at disadvantage.
Yep.
Still hits, I guess. Yeah, gets you right across the back as you turn your back to him. You take 15 points of damage.
Yeah. Reduced
to 7. Reduced to 7, yeah.
Yeah. And mind if I move you, grab you, Adai, and move you a bit to the left? with me.
No problem. You can move me anywhere.
Yeah, so I grab Adai's arm and just yank him a bit to the side. That's 5, 10, 15 movements. Move Adai there with me.
Yeah. Here.
And I'm going to go back and shove this guy. Push him
Treat
off.
that as one of your attacks to Adai.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then I'll
So-
shove the big dude.
Sure.
But we're shoving him away from Orion.
Are you trying to grapple him? Okay.
Yeah, I'll replace the second attack with a shove action to push him away and end the grapple effects on Orion.
So he also has advantage because of his size, but you break the grip. He's no longer grappled.
Nice. So he's pushed 5 feet to the north.
Who is?
This guy, pushing him 5 feet away. So,
Okay. Oomph.
and then I'm going to step a bit closer. That's going to be my turn.
Okay, so now he's in the Spirit Guardians. He's going to make a Wisdom saving throw. Rolls a 10. So to roll that again. All right. 25. Oops. 25 points of damage as the Spirit Guardians get up in his grill. Let's see. It's still going to attack Orion. It's gonna go for yeah, war pick. Once straight roll, a 13. Orion, you dodge out of it easily enough, but a 21 hits you with a second attack from his war pick. Actually, since he's not biting, it's 3 attacks. So 10 piercing. I don't think you can fail that with your spell up, so no need for a concentration check. But he comes at you again with the war pick, and again hits with a 27. So take another 17 points of damage, Orion.
Malcolm, this is a good moment to remind you that you have some bats or hail bats or something like that that didn't act.
They will act at the end of this one. Thank you for the reminder.
Okay.
We'll get there. Actually, we'll do it after this turn. Okay, so did you get that damage, Josh? Total of 27?
Yep. Did you get it? It should show on my toolbar.
Yep. Oh. Damn it. It's weird. Okay.
You wrote something, Malcolm, to us.
I know. It didn't work properly, so I just have to reset something. I said they're going to be acting as groups, so let's do this group here. This group here. This group here. All in the Spirit Guardians. We'll zoom around. They're just going to position. That's what they'll do this round. And these guys will zoom around over here. And these guys around here. And these guys up here, we'll say. Okay, so the flurry of birds come through. Creature comes out of invisibility next to Incration. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw as he enters. Heck, once again, he would have done this beforehand, so we'll just make him big. Wisdom saving throw. A 19.
That's going to pass.
Okay. So let's see.
But he still takes half damage.
So 10 points of damage. So it comes out of invisibility, and he's going to use his first attack to try and knock you on that, to try and grapple you. So he'll have an advantage. Right, dirty 20. So athletics, acrobatics.
Okay.
Oh,
21.
So you push him aside even though you didn't see him. And then goes for a simple claw attack. That one's an 18 increation, which I think hits.
Yep. Meets it, yep.
For a total of 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
Okay. Klingart. Oh, good going. Okay, that's guy just acted. Is that right? Yes. Now, Orion, you're up.
Alrighty. I've taken a nice big honking hit, or a couple hits, and I'm not looking so good. But I'm going to channel divinity, and I'm going to preserve life, as I will pump 25 points of healing into me, and 10 points of healing into Avgi.
Oh, thank you.
So that's your action. Very good. And he's staying there.
Yep, and my bonus action, I will cast Healing Word
Oh.
on Avgi.
Nice.
Another 11 coming to you, Avgi,
Thank you.
and I get 3 points of healing off of that as well.
Nice. And Coastal.
Okay, Costa will use help action against this guy who is called Gorank and return back to the Spirit Gardens.
Okay, so Incration. Got another big guy out for to get you. What do you do?
Well, I'm not gonna let Coastal's advantage go to waste, so I'll slash him on his kneecaps with the card. 19?
19 does it.
Oof. Bad rolls today. We're 33. Wow.
Nice. Okay, that
And
wasn't a
then-
game. Yep.
I will... Oh, that's right. We're level 9 now. So I will use my bonus action to cast Guidance on myself for the next time he tries to grapple me.
So just a little plus on you there. Okay. He is going to do that.
Yep, right there, yeah.
Let's corpse out the way. So wisdom saving throw from the big guy. 12. So roll damage for the Spirit Guardians. Okay. And he's going to try and grapple you, Adai.
Mm-hmm.
In enlarged form. Ooh, he rolls a 24. It's a natural 20.
Okay. He grabs me.
So he grapples you, but not only that, he pulls you backwards. 3, just enough to get himself out of the Spirit Guardians.
Malcolm Point, I don't know if it matters, but he has half movement since he failed that save.
Okay. And
Yeah, it's difficult terrain if you fail Spirit Guardians.
we'll just get out of the Spirit Guardians then. So it'll be right there. And then he's got you grappled.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, he's going to try and soften you up with his war pick. I was an 11, that misses. Then he opens up his maw and tries to bite you. It's a 23.
I use shield.
So just as he's about to sink his teeth into you, just as you're about to lose 20 points of permanent damage, you dodge it.
Thank you, no thank you.
And that's his turn. Okay, and Evgi.
Let's see.
Oh, sorry, I missed some swarm of bats attacks. Let me just do that, see if it makes sense. They all fly around. Oh no, they're just going to hang back outside of the Spirit Guardian. Sorry, as you were, Evgi.
Yeah, it's gonna move to this side. Thinking. I mean, I don't want him to fly away, but I'm gonna bonus action. No, I'm just gonna hit. He's gonna punch with his Verdana Rippers. I'll do that at advantage with Reckless.
Reckless, yeah. 27 hits.
And natural 20.
Nice.
Ooh,
So that's
Natural 20!
that's 5d8 for the crit and 2d8, so 7d8 plus 10. That's 34 damage on this one.
Yeah. Yep. Massive blow against the creature. He just smiles through gritted teeth, getting ready to return the favor.
Yeah. That's going to be my turn.
Okay, good turn. Adai, this guy's got you grappled. Going for your throat.
So I
with
cast
your shield. Misty Step?
Cast Misty Step, and I appear here, and I look at him and say, "Come back to get me." And I'm gonna use Booming Blade on this guy who Evgi is fighting. Let me see, 1 second. I think it doesn't hit. No, 12 to hit is a miss.
12 does not hit.
And that's my turn.
Orgaz needs to make a wisdom... Oops, that's not the right one. A wisdom saving throw. 22. So half damage from the spiritual guardians.
Sorry, I will come here. I forgot. That was
Sure. Those who speak Dwarvish will hear both of them saying, "Go for the cleric." So that's what they're going to do. So first, claw attack against Orion for a 19. Assume hits. So for is 19 hit? Yep. Okay.
Just hit.
6 points of damage. Actually, I was reading this slightly wrong. As his claws dig into you, he has you grappled. And then he's going to try and bite you. Rolling a 24.
Yeah.
You take 11 points of permanent damage. So go down by permanent 11. And then this guy's going to shuffle over. With his 10-foot reach in this one, he's going to claw you. It's an 18, Orion, which misses.
Just missed.
Then he too is going in for the bite.
At 10
Oh,
feet?
because he's grappled by the other guy.
Yeah, that's right. But I think in a wait, no, 20, dirty 20. No, dirty 20 hits. What am I talking about? Dirty 20 hits. So take another 15 points of damage.
Oh my gosh.
And I still don't think you can fail any of those con saves with your.
I cannot. No.
You cannot, so you're good. So the two massive dwarves just go absolutely nuts. Oh, Ryan is looking terrible.
Oh, Gorgunk didn't make his wisdom save
right.
for the Spirit Guardians.
You're right.
Or Gorank, I mean.
He rolls a 17, is it?
Just meets it. Yes, he passes.
So he'll take 12 points of damage. Okay. And Ryan.
I am tired of you. You will bow before the Redeemer. And I'm going to cast Command at 3rd level. Targeting each one of these dwarves. This one, and this one.
Now,
As I will tell them to grovel.
does command work against the undead?
Let's see. You speak a one-word command to a creature you see within range. Target must see. Spell has no effect on the target. It is undead. No effect on the dead. Okay,
Hey.
sorry.
No, well, Orion knows his spells better than Josh, so Orion
Yep,
doesn't do that.
sure would.
So
Well,
what
that's
would
okay.
Orion
I'll
like
do
to
something else
instead?
then.
Yep.
All right. I don't want to do that because that would break that concentration. So I'm going to do. Yeah, I'll do this. At 4th level,
Mhm.
I'm going to cast Aid.
Mm.
And I'm going to target myself.
Okay.
Adai and Avgi.
So these are 15 points of.
Yep, this is plus 15 to your max HP.
Yeah.
Hanging in there. Making a huge difference in this combat, just as a by the way.
And my bonus action, just because I can, I will crack down my staff and shillelagh.
Okay, cool. The bats are actually going to risk it. This little, actually, from over here, this little creature is going to say to Acration, "Hey, Acration, make a wisdom saving throw."
Wisdom save. 18?
You are not frightened by it. But these two bats go in. I don't know if they're going to survive. But we're going to try it. They roll a 15 and an... Oh, no, once again, that's the wrong one. But I think that will fail anyway. You roll your Spirit Guardians damage?
18.
18. Let's just make sure... Yeah, they both survive. Their numbers are severely depleted though. And these swarms will swarm onto you, Incration. Now, so there's going to be 2 attacks. An 11 and a 10. Not good. And then they're going to retreat out if I didn't like being attacked. Attack of opportunity, Incration. Do you wish to take one?
Sure, because I'm up soon. So yeah, I'll take one at this one here. Don't
Sure.
that one that gets away. Doop. Wow, wasted because no sneak.
Yeah, you're going to do more than 4 points. Whoops, wrong one. You're going to do more than 4 points of damage, I assume. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what my back goes down. Okay, Coastal.
Continue with this help action towards this guy.
Sure.
So the Christian can finish it.
Okay, nice. Gonna do the same thing. These bats are gonna swarm in. Can you roll damage, please, Joshua? 22. Oh, they need to make this, otherwise they get fried. They immediately get swallowed up by the Spirit Guardians. They have 22 hit points,
Right.
so if they fail, they die. Alright, speaking of Incration, you're up.
I will keep partnering with Coastal and let's try to knock out Gorank here.
Okay.
So slash at his kneecaps again for a natural 20.
Nice.
Ouch.
So 10d6, 2d4 plus 5 to this. 40.
Yeah. No.
As he goes to hell, and is his intelligence greater than 6?
Must be, let me double check. His intelligence is 11. So yes.
So I will get aid from my dagger. All right.
Alright, nice.
And I will. It looks like they're ganging up on Orion, so I will bonus action guidance. There it is. Wow, left my bonus action guidance on Orion, taking it off me and on Orion.
So cool. These bats are going to swarm in because they've got nothing better to do. And roll damage, Josh. They get fried by the Spirit Guardians. But this creature over here does the same thing to you, Adai, as it did to Incration. It says, hey, boo! Make me a wisdom saving throw, please. Adai.
Okay. 20.
You're not frightened. Okay. The big guy. Why is there a big cross on him? He's not dead.
I don't know, but he's still alive. He just ate a little bit of Spirit Guardian, but that's it. I think he's sitting on top of the one that you kill.
Yeah, but we got it now.
Yeah.
So first of all, he does that. Oops. Take it off. Give it to him. Right. Enough of this. And he charges through, charging for Orion. Entering this Spirit Guardians, rolling a... Oh, that's not him. Rolling a Wisdom. He gets +3 to this. 22, so 7 points of damage. This is right. That's enough. And he brings down his enlarged war pick on you. Rolling a 25. You take 18 points of damage. And then he swings his... then he goes with his claws. Rolling an 18. That misses.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. He's hoping to grapple you with that. Instead, he'll try and finish you off with another Warpick attack. And he rolls a 23 for his second Warpick attack, doing a total of 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay. 20.
Isn't it when he starts his turn in there? He didn't start his turn, did he?
Or you first enter.
Oh,
It's one of the two.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, so if
alright.
you come after us, just like the bats did when they first entered, they had to make the save.
Alright, okay. Regardless, he doesn't like being here, so he's going to retreat out of there anyway. You can have attack of opportunity if you like, Orion.
I will. I'm going to... Let's see. I'm going to, because I have Warcaster, I can cast a spell that singly targets him. So I will cast Sacred Flame. He needs to make a DC 17 Dex save.
DC 17 Dex save. He rolls a 14, so that'll hit.
Alrighty, that's 2d8 of radiant damage. So 10 more radiance.
Okay, so happy to be out of the Spirit Guardians. They're trying desperately to get you down, Josh, but you're hanging in there. Avgi!
Yeah, I'm gonna try to take out Forgaz and recklessly.
Sure.
Let's see. There it is.
25 hits for sure.
It's a 19 damage.
Getting the rage, excellent. Oh, he's looking very bad, but he's still up.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to finish him off. There we go.
24 hits.
That's 16.
And he falls to the ground with a mighty thump. He is dead.
I guess it's an action required to grapple allies as well, since that's the point with Adai earlier.
Oh, yeah, so, yep.
Yeah, in that case, I can't do that, so he's gonna move. It's gonna be within range, even if I stand there, so. Yes, smack in the middle. Block his access to Orion.
Interesting.
I won't let him get to you. Stay alive!
Adai.
That's on me, friend. You're not falling down today. I move here and I put my hand on Orion's shoulder and I cast a third level spell, Life Transfer. You get a heal 44 points of damage. And you see how my eyes start bleeding and my face becomes decrepit.
Thank you, friend. You took a toll off of that one. I shall restore when I can get a chance.
Adai, take
You're more than
22
welcome.
points of damage and make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yes, 1 second is 59 because I have the extra points from healing and then my concentration.
DC 11.
I'm good.
Okay, you're good. Okay, nice. A bit gruesome, but yeah. The life.
And I use, bonus action, a second wind to heal myself.
Okay, Orion. Seems as you're being protected on multiple fronts. What do you do?
I'm going to take a step up just like... that's going to put them in danger. No, I could... Well... No, that's good right there.
We'll say that he's in it there.
Yeah. Just take a step up there, and then I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt his way. 15.
I think that misses him. Yeah, that misses him. A bit more
Right.
armored than the other guys.
I should have done the other one. Never mind. Okay, that's it. That's my go.
Okay, they're already dead. Coastal.
Well, let's repeat on him.
Sure, I'm the big guy. Sure. Nice little flyby attack. As... Okay. I'm going to say all the bats just kamikaze themselves into you. There's not much they can do anyway. So, Spirit Guardians take care of all the bats. And that will make it Incretion's turn.
All right, I will. We'll come to here, and make use of the coastal combo, so we'll throw a card.
Still comp. Oh,
A
22. 22 hits.
Okay. 25?
25. Okay, you watch the cards sink into him, and he kind of flexes, and he heals himself up a bit. And... sorry, is it your turn in Christian?
Bonus, did you use the guidance on you, Orion, yet?
No.
Okay, so that's still on him. So yeah, that's the turn. Oh, yeah, that's turn. That's the turn.
Do wisdom save. Should have been 2 greater. 14 still fails.
That's a fail. 29 points of radiant damage.
Ooh, that hurts.
It's a good one. Decisions. It's gonna still try it. With his massive reach, he reaches over trying to grapple Orion. This is a straight roll. I've been doing it wrong with straight roll. A 22. I assume that grapples you.
Yep.
So he's got you in a big meaty fist. And then he is going to attack you with his war prick first. Well, not at advantage, but that's a natural 1. And more importantly, he goes for your neck one more time. 25.
Yeah.
So 18 points of damage. And yep, Evgi.
Yeah, I don't like this. He's going to, start just punching into his gut with his rippers. Recklessly.
82 hits.
Oof.
13 does not.
Nope. That's 14 piercing.
Okay. Good. Got him a little bit, but seems more angry now than anything. Assuming that's your turn, Evgi. Adai.
Okay, and just
Don't forget your bless, Evgi, but I've got to tell you that wouldn't have helped anyway.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I think
bless is
I know
down.
I move
Oh, bless is
forward.
down. You're right.
I move forward with Effie and I booming blade him.
Okay.
And I miss. And that's my turn.
Even with bless, you would miss.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have bless. No bless. Ignore me. I'm babbling. Orion.
Alrighty. See. Use that. Not breaking concentration. Well, that's one way to do it. I don't know if I want to do that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyway. I'm gonna look at him, square him up over there. You are far wretched. You have no place here. Time for you to go back in the ground where you belong. And I will toll it in.
It Wisdom saving throw for Toll the Dead. It's an 8, so full damage. Damage actually.
Oh, pitiful roll.
Still, he's looking fairly beat up there. Coastal does a flyby.
Yeah.
And Kracion at advantage. The Coastal
25?
combo. 25 hits.
24.
How do you want to do this?
Nice.
The card goes by him, almost like it missed as it comes back and it boomerangs as it sinks into right in the middle of his back, as in the portal to hell just opens and they start dragging him down. He's like, no, I command no, and he just disappears.
Oh dear. Not good. Alright, well done.
Well, Avgi, what was that you saying about the close was all clear?
Sorry, I didn't see anything and nothing jumped out. My apologies. I'll be more careful. I didn't expect invisible dwarves, I suppose.
Oh, Orion, how you doing over there? Looks like you, bit of a chew toy.
This encounter sucked.
Oh. Well, you were quite threatening with that powerful magic of yours, I suppose.
Yes, the Redeemer is quite beneficial with the magics.
Well,
Varies
As
might.
he pointed out, you may not necessarily like the obviously when I animated the dead and used for our purposes, but when the undead step out of line and hurt people instead of being a benefit, so to speak, it's time to put them back where they belong.
Yes, we agree on that point, quite at least.
Worked out quite well, indeed. Well, this may be the cause of the attack on the son of the Lord. That if these are vampires, that will explain it. I will check the bodies in case they left anything of interest. In particular, a torque.
Well, firstly, this guy is wearing a torque, and he's wearing a
Good.
very nice set of armor.
Oh no, that's the Lord's son. And that was his boyfriend at the bottom of the cliff.
You find a key on him as well.
Okay, the armor he's wearing is the same armor of the dwarves that we found. So, like from the stronghold, or is a different set of armor?
The armor that this guy's wearing, and he shrinks down to a normal size. So, very fine-looking set of plate mail armor.
I was just thinking, this is not a Dwergar, but this is a mountain dwarf or hill dwarf, and the one outside was also a mountain dwarf and hill dwarf, or?
The one under the rock was just a plain old dwarf. These are like Duragar dwarfs.
Okay, so that definitely, I think we found then the boyfriend outside, and this is the son was outside, and this is the boyfriend, possibly, no?
Yeah.
I will take the armor. I mean, I will use detect magic just to see whether it's a nice armor or a nice magical armor.
It's magical armor, and
Okay.
the torque is magical as well, obviously.
Okay, I would take the torque and handle it to, I don't know, Orion, for example. Do we know what was the power of this one? We didn't know, no? Let me see.
I'm just looking it up at the moment.
No, I mean, we don't know what it does, no, until we take it.
That's true.
Well, I give it to Orion at the moment, and then and I take the armor.
Stop. Okay. Take the armor. It's a plate mail armor as well, so it's magical plate mail.
Okay, in the next rest, I will just check it. The moment I will just take it.
Sure.
Well, we definitely got what we needed, but I suggest maybe we check around in case they still have some hostages and or anything else of value.
Yes, and that key.
Oh,
might
and the
be
elf.
something.
And the key, yeah, true.
Yes.
And the elf, yeah. Okay, so
But,
let's go around.
You need a rest, Ryan?
I will be fine for the time being. Just need to be careful where we open doors next time.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
I would suggest you use this aura of yours to explore. I think we can go around you and explore this place. If anything gets in within your aura, will suffer before it attacks us.
It does last for 10 minutes, so I would keep it up.
This is really handy. Plus, I think it produces light, no? So I don't even need to use my light.
Well, I'm actually glowing anyway from my starry form.
I
I emit bright light.
Okay, so we will explore this place.
I am a shining beacon at this point.
I think, Orion, I would suggest you move and we all go in within your aura. So you lead.
So since they were all in here, we'd go in here first, I guess.
Well, in this room is lots of dead bodies. Some of them dwarves, some of them not.
Is there an elf dead body?
Nope.
Or
no
okay.
elves? And it appears to be some type of central place for the mine, like for measuring equipment, for storing equipment, for getting it ready to lead. You did notice, by the way, up here, entrance, that mine entrance it's just inaccessible. That's all you find there.
There's a door back here.
Yeah. I guess we can check out this side.
2 doors.
Give you this one for free. The door is open. It just leads out to the cavern.
2 more doors.
More doors, which are locked.
I will guide myself and attempt to pick it.
Sure.
Orion, can you move forward?
They're all panicking. Orion, your warm fuzzy blanket. Don't go too far.
That's a 29 for
someone at the door,
Each
so I had to
tools.
move.
Yep, you unlock it, no problem.
Okay.
And then you remember the key on the dwarf thing. That could have been easier.
We also have the master key we could use once a day as well.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Gonna check out the corridor for traps.
Sure, make an
Case.
investigation check. Then Kracian makes a rapid retreat.
Doesn't see anything,
Oh,
but it's gonna go
perfectly
first.
safe. Actually, these doors are locked.
Try the key from the dwarf.
It's unlocked. You see a dwarf, a human, and an elf.
Ooh.
I can't go any further because if they go in my spirit guardians, they get eviscerated.
Okay.
I see 4 people in here, Malcolm.
Sorry, there's a 4th person as well. They're all unconscious. You're right.
Okay.
And you recognize the elf and Kracian.
I recognize the elf? I don't know any elves.
Look at the name.
Oh, well, I wouldn't know that though.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You don't. But that is an elf.
I just think
Sorry.
it's Berinda right now.
You're right. You're
Yeah,
right. My
Brian.
bit of a. Okay. Yep. There's an elf there. None of these people respond to your entering.
I will guide myself and attempt to shake awake in a medicine check way this other elf.
Sure, make a medicine check.
Okay, come on, guidance. Give me the 3. All right, that's an 11.
You do shake this elf awake, and she looks confused, and she looks at you and says, "Who? What? Who? What's going on? Who are you?"
Well, let's start with your first question. Looks like you were kidnapped from Nannergath there, and well, my name's Incration, new leader of the new Uncanny Vagabonds, and these here are my friends. That's Avgi, Adai, and Orion.
You said your name was Incration.
Yes, you're Berinda, right?
No, my name is Fadav.
What?
I know you.
Come again?
Fadav Murderer.
See, that's not funny here, because Orixie, my adoptive mother, just told me about Fate of like 3 days ago. So you're not funny.
And she says, "Oh, I left you in their care." And I can't remember the name of your adoptive parents, but she says both of their names. In Harveston, right?
Yeah, Glyndor and... No, that was my real father. Corsair was the other one. Corsair and Orixie.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay, now Incration's kind of going white, like, yeah.
Wait, oh no, wait, and she reaches up and she goes for your neck.
Oh.
If for advantage, oh, sure, it was a natural 20. And you take 22 points of permanent damage.
Oh!
Shits.
And then she lets go of your, after sucking some blood out of your neck. "Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me. I'm sorry."
Orion, get in here and fry these bitches.
Did we hear the conversation from where we are?
Incration.
Yeah.
Avgi was next to them, and
Careful,
wait,
Orion.
Orion.
Just wait, and I grab Orion.
Stumbles backwards. "And Christian, I'm sorry. There's so much I need to tell you. I don't know what came over me. I'm Fada of Murder. I'm your mother."
Yeah, well, you done bit and sucked the life force out of me. Whoever you used to be, you're no longer that. Orion, come fry him.
Wait.
She's infected by something. I must have been the same with these dwarves.
And you really think bringing them back to a town full of warm-blooded people is going to be right when they can infect others?
Incration, I don't know what's right or wrong, but definitely what you cannot undo if you kill them. Wait a second. Let's think before acting. If Orion goes in this room, it's the end. You can no longer ask questions.
That's fine.
I'm
Frial.
sorry. I'm sorry. They've been feeding on me. There's something about it, my elfin blood that they liked, but it's twisted me, Incration. You have to believe me. I didn't mean to do that.
I can try to figure out what was going on. Can I attempt to figure out what she's become?
I guess medicine or arcana, your choice?
Religion, no?
Religion,
Undead are
sure.
usually religion.
Sure, religion. Yep.
Religion? Okay.
Yeah, not sure.
I would guidance myself. No, I can't guidance myself because then I drop Spirit Guardians. Sorry.
In question, I lost everyone in my family. I don't know what happened in your past, but man, take a second and talk with your mother.
I took a second and she fed on me. If
There
that
was-
used to be my real mom, whatever it is now is no longer.
But could there be a cure?
Yes,
something.
Orion's burning light is the cure. Fry them!
I will still do what you say, but are you absolutely sure? This is your final opportunity.
I hold in you, Orion.
I mean, Orion could possibly get out if he wanted to.
Yeah, you can get out of me, of course, but I mean, at least I try actively not to let you go in.
I have that. I don't think I have that spell. Oh no, I would not be able to go anywhere. Let's put the correct that statement.
In question, you are just being led by your anger and let your blood calm down. We have been in this together for a long time, man. Just listen to your friends.
Alright, Fae Dove, speak. Tell me what all you have to tell me.
And if at the end of it, if you don't like what I've become, then I will not stop your friend from killing me. The fact is that I am your mother. Make an insight check, Incration, to see if you notice something about her.
19? Or sorry, 20.
Me, Malcolm, looks quite a bit like my mother. Not so much my father, but I'm going to say you do see similar features. I mean, she's an elf like you. That's a good start. And you're a wood elf, technically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got those same type of features as well. So keep that in mind as she's saying this. You do see some type of resemblance. Like, two of our kids, Nathan and Aaliyah, they're about 2 years apart, but they could have been twins. They look that much alike. So you mentioned the vagabonds. What do you know about the vagabonds?
Well, there is this real bastard, Strati, made himself be Taurus and led me to trust him, and he sided with Queen Athena. So he broke the code, so Gren, Morrigan, and Whispering Winds broke off, and they basically said Strati has betrayed the Vagabonds, and they're not going to listen to him anymore, and I kind of offered them to join me, and they said that I would be prompt of possibly a good leader if I could rebuild. So that's why I'm introducing myself that way. I am basically rebuilding the Uncanny Vagabonds with Grin, Morrigan, and Whispering Winds.
That is good. I'm pleased you found your way in this world, Incration. Strati. I do not know any Stratis. Your grandfather, do you know who your grandfather was?
No, can't say I do. Corsair and Erixie didn't speak much about my past.
Well, as they should have. I'm pleased they followed instructions. Your father, or your grandfather, was a name called Vesselor. He was the founding members and the original leader of the Uncanny Vagabonds. It is fate, circumstance that you've walked this path as well. Maybe it is fate. But Vesselor, he groomed 3 successors for his leadership. There was 3 of them. There was one gentleman called Taris, and he groomed these 3 leaders. There was Taris, there was Gwyn Valor, who was your father, and Erax.
Eris, yes, that's who Strati is. He sent me a note that said I was not wise to trust him, and I revealed to him about being from Harveston and who my adoptive father and mother was. He came to me as the alias Strati.
So Taris is Strati. Oh, this is getting complicated. So, Vesselor eventually chose Glyn Valor as his successor. This was expected because he was his literal son. But Taris was not at all happy with this. They killed Vesselor in his sleep. He killed Erax in his sleep. And he was about to kill Glyn Valor. And he fled. He fled before Taraskin got them. And he took me with him. We were married by this time, and we had a son. And so we fled with our infant son. And we thought Taris was too powerful. We could maybe defeat him. But with a child in our arms, we fled. Let's see if you have your father's wisdom, Incration. Who did we flee with?
Well, I guess logic would come to say me it was with Corsair and Erixie.
We could not shake Taris. We fled from city to city to city to try and hide from him, but he was like some unholy bloodhound. Which is why we left you in Harveston. No one would suspect gnomes. And they were trusted friends of ours. And we fled, and we fled, and we fled. Your father and I decided to separate, not due to some type of differences, but for safety. Taris got to your father, though, I'm afraid, and killed him. And I took refuge in Nangrath and took up my alias, and I've survived ever since. And that is the story of how you came to be in Kracion.
So you're saying by birthright, then, the Uncanny Vagabonds is mine?
Yes. And, technically speaking, we did abandon you. That's a whole other issue. But by right, yes, you are the ruler, the true ruler of the Uncanny Vagabonds.
I don't hold ill will towards you for abandoning me. You did it out of love. Traveling in fear like that with a child is not best.
It's not easy.
Adai, you did a bunch of research at the tomb of the constructor. Do you recall a way to cure somebody that is possibly half taken over by whatever is going on with them?
Do I remember anything? Or do I know anything about that?
Advantage. Make a history check at advantage.
Guidance.
Not making much. I don't know how to do this. I only know my magic is not as powerful as Orion's, but I can try one quick thing. I use this spell magic on her.
Sorry, I was just reading something. Can you say that again?
Yeah, so I definitely I didn't roll well, so I don't remember. I don't know. Probably don't remember anything. I will imagine. And I say, incursion. My magic is not as powerful as Orion. The only thing I can try is this, and I cast dispel magic on her, in case it's a spell or anything magical that can be removed.
It's dispel magic. In case they have no effect.
Yeah. Then, unless Orion has a more powerful magic, I'm sorry, Christian, I don't know how to deal with it. But doesn't mean that we cannot find an answer. We are thinking about going to powerful magic tower to meet people with more powerful magic than us. I will not lose hope.
You're right. If Vander can somehow control his urge for meat, maybe it's the same.
The what? What? I heard you talk before about something like that with Vander. What do you mean with that? Is he also?
Nothing's wrong with Vander. He seems like he just prefers meat. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, this is a question for another time, but I know something is strange about Vander, and you are keeping it from me. But I will talk with him anyway. But you're right anyway, in Christian. Might be solutions beyond what we understand, and the only thing is I'm worried how your mother can survive until then.
Vadev kind of stands up, gets on her arms and legs, and you see something coming over right, and she starts charging towards Primal.
Oh.
Orion.
Do we know who these other people are? Really?
Well, one's a dwarf, one's a human. They haven't responded. So if something's come over Vadev again and she's going after Primal, does anybody stop her?
I'll try to intercept her and throw her back.
Orion, it pains me to do this. Get in here.
Easy enough to grapple her. She's... Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really fail against that. It's gonna try to pin her and, like, arms behind her back and is her face away from him, I suppose.
You pin her to the ground quite easily, and she's I'm sorry. They've brought people here and they fed on them. These people here, and they didn't last long, but they kept on feeding on me again and again and again, and at times I wished for death, but it didn't come. I don't know why. There's something different. It might be my elfin blood.
These others, are they also afflicted as you are?
These other ones, they're relatively new. They've been feeding on them, and everybody I've seen apart from me has died.
And Gratian, before, if this is what you're sure of, if there's anything you perhaps want to say, and for you. I don't think
Just-
you want to be in this room.
Just put a gag on me. I just break my teeth. Do something. Mash my
That
teeth out.
could work. Incration is. I don't want to hurt your mother.
Well, he's about to kill her, so Afki, do what you need to do.
Avgi, do what you need to do. Fadov, thank you for everything you did to ensure that I survived and telling me of my past. I'm sorry we had to meet this way. It seems you can't be saved. And I just exit the room.
Afki, just don't listen to him. Smash my teeth. I'm powerless.
I'll try, ma'am. This is gonna hurt. I don't know how to do this. He's gonna take his hammer out with his one hand and grab her head with the other and sort of lean her face against the mallets and please. I apologize for this.
Do
This
it.
and then he's going to smash her face with the teeth against the maul. Yeah, this is awful. I love it. And sort of at the same time use healing hands if he sees she's about to black out from the pain.
She does. I'm going to say it takes you a few stomps to get rid of her teeth.
Oh no!
And rather unfortunately, the canines, which you suspect is the one that she uses to draw blood with, were the hard ones. But eventually, after a few stomps, she does lose consciousness and all her teeth. And you cast Healing Hands on her, and she goes, "Well, thank you very much." That's the last time I'm going to do that voice. Oh, thank you, Avgi.
Apologize.
Avgi. And she goes to bite you, and she just gums you.
Do I receive a negative condition from her gums?
No. She's her.
Not yet.
Her bite is now useless. Oh, Avgi, I heard someone call you Avgi.
Yes, that's my name.
You see, I'm powerless now. I'm still get these urges. But can you talk to Incration? There must be a way to fix this.
Perhaps. Let's come with me, ma'am. And he's gonna try to help her up, and he's gonna take some rope and just tie the two of them together at the wrists. So
Sure.
Just stay with me, and I'll try to keep you from following those urges.
Saying now, Spirit Guardians has fallen. Plenty of other ways to kill her, but Spirit Guardians is gone.
Before leaving this room, guys, we have to release these people. But we should be careful in case. I mean, she says they are new, but you never know.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take them one by one, starting from the wise.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Fadov and take her over to the corner here.
Perhaps if we can subdue them for quite some time, I can reach out to the Redeemer to see if there is a way. In fact, I can ask the question now. If there is a way to cure them.
That would be very helpful indeed.
Stand back. And he'll begin to ritually cast.
Yes. Oh, divination. Sorry, I wasn't looking. You ask a simple question: can I survive the crew within 7 days? you hear back from the Redeemer. And the Redeemer responds. What's your specific goal in the next 7 days?
Well, I ask a single question. So, is there a way to cure these people for whatever afflicts them? Or should I say what? What cure is possible?
Well, you don't get a what. You don't get a how-to, rather. Ask a question concerning a specific goal. So his specific goal is curing his mother of this vampire curse. So that's your goal you want to do within the next 7 days.
Yes.
No, I don't think it's in the next 7 days. It's or an activity to occur within 7 days. So he's just asking if she can be cured. I don't think there's a time frame on it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The cure is not necessarily 7 days. You're right.
Yeah.
You have a vision of what you assume is some grand vampire, some Strahd type level of vampire, and he's just wreaking havoc across the land. And some people are just dying, some people turn into his spawn like his servants. And eventually, the great vampire was killed and destroyed, and that was the end of his story. But a lot of his vampire spawn were still wandering around. This is all you see in your vision. Some of them, like Fada, could not control themselves, and they were killed also. One lonely cleric, he came up to one of these slain vampire spawns, and the vampire wasn't actually quite dead, it was still sputtering with life. And so he took a stake and drove it into this vampire spawn heart, and it died. Then he cast a spell, and the creature rose from the dead and seemed to be unafflicted no more. So it seems, in your opinion, Ryan, what the vision means is you need to kill Fadav and then bring her back to life.
Okay. You'll see Orion's kind of like eyes roll back into his head over there, and then he'll kind of snap back into it at the end of it. Grim fate indeed. She must die, but then be brought back to life by the hands of the divine.
That sounds painful.
There is no other way.
That's powerful magic you're talking about. Surely don't have the power of life and death in your hands?
I can do certain things, but I have to act quickly. We would need materials if this was to be possible.
What sort?
I need something of gem-like value. Perhaps diamonds, yes. Diamonds are something that I would need for this spell.
Nungrath is a mining town. They should be rife with minerals, right?
Yes, that is a possibility. Though things such as precious as diamonds might be harder for the dwarves to part with.
I do have something we can trade with. I haven't drank this yet. I do have a potion that would make you as strong as a fire giant. I think some dwarves mining dwarves especially, would enjoy that sense of power for their work or just for fun, I suppose.
Yes, it's worth a try. However, it may be even beyond what I can do, but that is something I can at least attempt. But it does seem that death is inevitable. But maybe by bringing back by the hands of the Redeemer, perhaps that is the purification that it is needed. However, being such a task, I don't even think that we can save but only one at a time.
It depends how far these have been transformed. I think perhaps we should try to find out. And these are all bound, right? The others.
No, they're not. They're not bound. They're just unresponsive.
Oh yeah, I just looked at the symbol on them. Condition.
Yeah, ignore that. They're just a mess. They're in a locked chamber. There we go. We'll
Okay.
unbind them. And as you ponder what to do, Incration, see what Incration thinks of this. Maybe he just wants to plain old dead. We'll find out next week because the bell has tolled. Time to pick up some books. Okay, see you next week, guys.